right, we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Here to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling. We talk about all the action inside and outside of the ring, backstage curtain calls, rumors, and dramas. We talk about superstar and active statuses, injury updates. We talk about contract negotiations, extensions, and new signings. We talk about, promotions from WWE to AEW, Ring of Honor to TNA, the GCW to the NWA. If it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show, 1,010%. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the show, and so you guys can get notifications whenever we go live. But before we get into our next segment, some WWE Monday Night Raw talk, we're going to talk about some super chats. Definitely want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit up that super chat so we can have a nice little ongoing conversation in terms of the world of professional wrestling. If we got a burning question or hot take in terms of the world of professional wrestling, or just something you've been dying to get off your chest here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity, 1,010%. But of course, we love absolutely feedback is a gift. Doesn't matter if it's if you're typing in and you're like, oh, I don't want to seem mean, or if you're typing in and you're like, oh, I don't want to seem stupid, we just want you guys to feel absolute 1,010% feel comfortable to basically talk about us, about anything during the show. Give me a shout out where you're listening from. Give me your top 5 WWE champions. Give me your first memory you remembered the first time you turned on the television and started watching Raw, you started watching SmackDown, AEW. It doesn't really matter. Anything that sparks interest in terms of the world of professional wrestling, don't be shy and drop your thought inside that chat box. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, or concern gets noticed on the show, why not hit up that $ right there? And basically guarantees anything you guys put inside that box is going to be talked about and featured on the show. Plus, it's a great way to support our channel here at the GSMC Sports Network. We need super chats from you guys. We need a lot of generous donations because you guys are super awesome. So we can keep bringing you guys awesome content that you guys love so dang much Monday through Friday. Absolutely 1,010% free. We are super grateful for each and every one of you guys. Thank you in advance for everyone who joins us here daily on the GSMC Sports Network. Your support makes all the difference. So let's send in those super chats, those super stickers, because you guys are super awesome, and together we'll make sure this podcast is bigger, better, and stronger than ever. Once again, if super chat not your thing, it's all good. Go ahead and hit up that tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Just remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show, follow the network here at the GSMC Sports Network. We do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity, 1,010%. But of course, in terms of talking sports, it's inevitable. In terms of talking professional wrestling, it's absolutely inevitable to have some disagreements, some criticisms. It's all good. It's all gravy. It's all good in the neighborhood. Don't worry about it. Feedback is a gift. Just want to make sure you guys feel like you're 1,010% comfortable in sharing what you guys have to share inside that chat box. There are no wrong answers, no wrong opinions, no wrong storyline, projections or anything like that. So let's just have fun. This podcast is all about having fun. Nothing to be taken seriously. 1,010%. Just want to make sure you guys have fun watching this podcast just as much as I have fun doing this podcast. So let's all be a team here. All right, just kind of reflect on what we talked about right quick. We had our WWE Friday Night SmackDown review. Now we're going to talk about some WWE Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I'm still a schmuck who pays for cable. I haven't recorded, have not checked a single shred of social media. No TikTok, no Facebook, no anything where I can get any kind of updates, because I love the unpredictability in terms of the world of professional wrestling, much like you guys too. So, I can't wait to get done, so I could, watch this amazing Monday Night Raw, the last Raw before the go-home show, before WWE Survivor Series. Hopefully you guys have a great time watching it as well. And, tomorrow, tune in Monday through Friday on the GSMC Sports Network. Talk about professional wrestling, 8 p.m. You're going to see me. You're going to see this lovely little mug here. And, come with questions, come with, statements. We'd love to hear you guys' take in terms of the world of professional wrestling. All right, WWE Monday Night Raw is live from the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. Obviously, we are building up momentum. This is the last Monday Night Raw before WWE Survivor Series WarGames, and it's going to be electric. It's going to be the best WarGames probably in recent history, and we're going to kick it off with a badass match. We have the LWOs, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, taking on the Creed brothers in a tornado tag match. The thing that I like most about this match is that it's a tornado tag match. Usually, tag team matches, you love the traditional tag team. I get it and it's cool. But when you have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, the word tornado or just the whole match in general, it's kind of like their home field advantage, and I'll tell you why. But during the tornado tag match, it's very hectic. You have all 4 members inside the ring. It's very fast paced. Obviously favors Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. If you're putting in a traditional tag match, the Creed brothers would absolutely easily win this match because you can dictate, you can dictate time, you can dictate the momentum of the match, and Brodus could definitely do that. And from one of the Creed brothers, they could definitely slow down the match. But right now, they're kind of forced to kind of succumb to the speed that is the LWO, which they. Every single time they're in a match, when you mention the word speed, the LWO automatically hold home field advantage. So it wouldn't surprise me tonight if you see Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee absolutely dominate the Creed brothers. Obviously, building up momentum, the LWO going up against American Made. Is WWE Survivor Series WarGames just going to become, just going to have a bunch of factions going at it with each other? Like it could be nuts. It could be nuts 1,010%. Right now you kind of have on WWE SmackDown. For me, I definitely kind of noticed this. You have Motor City Machine Guns with the team of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Although at the time Johnny Gargano was kind of like, don't really want to insert myself into, in this kind of thing. And the Motor City Machine Guns want to stay off to the side. Is there a way we can see these two teams kind of coincide to go up against the Street Profits and maybe another tag team on WWE SmackDown? And of course, you have Monday Night Raw. You're going on Survivor Series. You're going to have Finn Balor and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day take on the War Raiders. Just tag teams galore. Like, so this could be pretty interesting to kind of find out, if, Raw and SmackDown, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce kind of come together where maybe you can have the Motor City Machine Guns teaming up with the Street Profits taking on in a 4-way tag team match, taking on the War Raiders and JD McDonough and Finn Balor. That'd be pretty interesting, but I doubt that. I think they're gonna have a tag team match separately. But it's always good to kind of play with some ultimate open scenarios here. But then we also have we have American Made with the team of Chad Gable, the Creed brothers, and Ivy Nile taking on LWO, Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and another member of the LWO. Nice little 4-on-4 tag team match. Also, the Wyatt Sicks going up against the Final Testament. You have 5-on-5. Obviously, you have Scarlett, and of course, you have Nikki Cross, obviously on the other side of that as well, to be inside that tag team match, which would be, oh my God, I would love to see that match. That'd be super badass. That'd be super cool. Bron Breakker finally gets his revenge against Ludvig Kaiser, who interrupted his match last week on WWE Monday Night Raw. I kind of liked the spot for Ludvig. I thought this was a great way to kind of cement his name inside the singles division. For the longest time, you've seen Ludvig Kaiser on WWE kind of be that, not like a joke. I don't want to say joke because I don't want to sound mean. But for me, when there was that open challenge in Berlin, Germany, not Gunther, LA Knight, he held the open challenge for the WWE United States Championship. You had Ludwig Kaiser go out there, and he looked good. He looked damn good. And right now, him and the ring general Gunther, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, really don't seem like they're kind of seeing eye to eye. Would be interesting to kind of find out, but it's hopefully we'll find out at the end of the night who's going to challenge Bron Breakker for that WWE Intercontinental Championship. Hopefully they have a match at WWE Survivor Series. The New Day takes on Alpha Academy. Last week, you saw Xavier Woods ultimately kind of diss. You saw Xavier Woods, you saw Xavier Woods diss the Alpha Academy, telling them that they're nothing without Chad Gable after they kind of dropped their asses. And Kofi Kingston, he looked fed up. He looks fed up with Xavier Woods. For the longest time, people thought Xavier Woods was going to be the one to kind of turn on Kofi. But at this point, Kofi could very well kind of drop Xavier Woods like a bad habit. This could happen, especially during, the New Day 10-year anniversary that's going to take place December the 2nd episode of Monday Night Raw. I think I saw that off of Ringside News. But this is this is a big tag team match. I know a lot of you guys might want to, kind of be like, oh, really? It's just the Alpha Academy. But I see Kofi and Xavier Woods kind of coming at odds with each other. They have 2 or 3 weeks until they actually break up, and it's going to happen. Sad to say, guys, I love myself some New Day as well. But at this point, what are these guys really doing together as a tag team on the WWE spectrum? Not really much. So right now it's the point to, it's the time to kind of break up these, these 2 individuals. I feel like just to kind of, have more at odds with each other, you're going to see the Alpha Academy pick up the victory here. Nia Jax takes on Bianca Belair to determine which team will have advantage during War Games. I feel like this match is going to be won by Nia Jax. It has to be. It has to be. You have to have those heels get that advantage point first. And for me, you know what's going to happen, and I know this is going to happen in War Games. You're going to see Rhea Ripley hang out in the cage until the very last moment. She's going to be the 5th member to come out because ultimately Liv Morgan's not going to come out until she is the last one. So Rhea Ripley's just going to be laying there waiting, and it's going to make Rhea Ripley look so damn strong the moment she enters War Games and the match starts. And she's gonna come in, she's gonna kick complete ass, and this is gonna be definitely one of the most exciting matches in WWE Survivor Series /WarGames in history. Like, this is gonna be a match that's going to be absolutely uncanny. And all these women absolutely despise each other. They can't wait to ultimately, first and foremost, tear each other apart, and ultimately kind of build up some momentum for their own title shot in the future. So this is going to be a match that's going to, definitely be a sleeper of the match of the night. Maybe even overshine the men's War Games match between the original Bloodline with, with CM Punk and the new Young Bloodline with Big Bad Bronson Reed. So, it could be pretty cool. Also, you kind of have this, building up moment. You kind of have this building, lingering tension between the inaugural WWE Women's Speed Champion Candice LeRae taking on Tiffany Stratton. This could definitely be for something, pretty badass. Obviously, Jade Cargill, she's out of WWE. She's been written off of WWE. Who would replace her? Bayley. Bayley's the easy pick. Bayley's going to replace her, which leaves a lot of people kind of speculating that, did Bayley kind of attack Jade Cargill? But we'll talk about it when we get to our 4th segment. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So, can't wait for some WWE Monday Night Raw. Can't wait for Saturday. Oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy. All these Hulkamaniacs running wild. I'm just kidding. No, moving on. All right, guys. So do not go anywhere. We're gonna talk about some AEW Full Gear. I'm gonna give you guys my reactions. Some of my analysis. After an amazing pay-per-view. I definitely loved it, and we're gonna talk about that when we come back. So hey, do not go anywhere.